Tomorrow, I would say that yesterday's Sona is the sixth Sona I have witnessed because for 2021, 2022, 3, 4, and even the former president delivered a State of the Nation before he left office. I must say that this is the best Sona I have ever witnessed.
Why?
One, even communication. You can even, from observation points, you can see that our brothers who were even clad in black, everybody was, in terms of, I was watching the Honorable Ntim Fojo. With rapt attention, they were listening. Because when he started the story, because he started by indicating that he wasn't, in a way, lamenting. But it's imperative for him to also let us know the true states. So he started by giving indications of the mess that he has inherited across the sectors. Energy, agri, road, health, education, governance. At least he gave a very good picture of the economy he's inherited and gave a strongest assurance of his commitment to make sure that he faces the challenge and resolve it. So this is a person who is coming in this, and he was, and you know, even he was very emphatic. He said, in most cases, when he's giving the assurances, he said, John Dramani Mahama, as if he's even swearing an oath to us. And that is the strongest assurance. Anybody that was watching, challenges are there, but we are ready to resolve it. And that is exactly what the president did yesterday. So our brothers from the other side, yesterday, I could see, when the president was speaking, from where I was sitting, I was looking at individuals, especially people who are, just not because they belong to a certain political set, when they got to know of some of the things that has happened, within themselves, you see that they were, a lot of them were actually really understood that there was the need for a change. There was if my brother here, if you tell the truth, he knows within his heart that from yesterday what he heard, he knows that there's a need. His concern is on the bit of people who have been, he assumed have been unduly been asked to go home. But these are not figures that he has just come out to China out. These are figures that are true state of what is happening in the respective. If you look at what he mentioned on Cocoa Board.
Cocoa Board, yes.
I happened to visit Finance Committee one time, and then the issues were, I was like, is it on Cocoa Board that everybody wanted to be a staff there? Is that how their books look like? Then recently when I went to the ministry and I saw what is happening in ECG, and even somebody asked you, say, oh, I want to be on ECG board, I asked myself, what is this person going to do at ECG? Does he know what is there? So when people are shown the real state of the economy, they will really also appreciate that then the mantle that has been given to us, we have a huge task and make sure that we deliver on the mandate given to us. So in brief, I would say that the presentation was excellent, communication well made, the message well presented, and it got to the people, parliamentarians from both sides. Ordinarily, when a president comes to parliament and then he's being heckled, we didn't see that heckling, not because they don't want to, but the fancy man will say that, I didn't have a war. You could see that Charlie, the thing was, this is deep. But I would call on my brothers from the other side that, Charlie, this is Ghana. We have one Ghana. We don't have any other country. If you didn't do it right and somebody has come, let's see how we come together and make sure we set the pace right. I remember somewhere 2020, when the MPP went sign on they went to IMF, for instance, and I was invited to a TV program. And I said it. I said, the MPP going to IMF, to me, is a good thing because we've all been calling on them to go to IMF. Because if we leave them to do things the way they just are doing it now, by the time President Mahama comes to power, there will not be any Ghana to govern. So we're all calling on them. At least when they go, there will be the prudent measures that they will put in place. We'll also try and then streamline things. But especially from 2021 or downway to 2024, I think it was when, I must be very frank, it was when this man came in, the former finance.
Precisely what the people of Ghana elected me to do. I have not come here to lament the state of our country, though there is much to lament. I understand why I was elected with such high voter confidence to solve the problem. But then he goes ahead to say, with your permission, Mr. Speaker, and within the constraints of time, I will take the liberty to elaborate on how we intend to address the problem. So when the minority tells you that he shouldn't have lamented and that should just fix the problem.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying, that he is not, what he did was not lamentation. That is why he actually started by saying that that is not his style.
Okay.
But that also doesn't take it away that if you have gotten to a room and the room is messed up such that at least let the people know that this is the state I have seen it, but I'm giving the assurance that this room that has been messed up, I am going to make sure I fix things. Because it's of the whole public debt of Ghana. And you also look at this percentage.
ECG is not on the public.
No, I'm not saying it's on the public debt. It's not part of the public debt. But I'm just giving an instance that even the whole public debt, government's debt, is 721 billion. And just an institution, an organization, has a debt sitting in their books to the tune of 68 billion. And I think there's no a reason for you to be concerned about it. And so these are some of the things. But all those things, too, we have to work on it. You can't just complain and just go and sleep and say, when I came, this is what I met. So, if I'm not. He didn't say that if I don't do anything. He has given assurance that this is what I've met, but trust me, I'm going to resolve it. He said, I'm going to fix it. The real term he used, I'm going to fix it. So I just want every Ghanaian, including my brother and then our brothers on the other side, to all just also wear that hope and believe that he's going to fix it.
Okay.
Now, from all that he has given, and he just didn't mention what the challenges are. He went about to also mention how he intends to resolve each one of them. And when he got there, they say, oh, he's doing manifesto. But what do you expect him to do? If I have mentioned a problem, don't I have to show you how I'm going to resolve it? And now, at least you have a blueprint. Just in your next year, assess him by what he has said and what he has done. So if he said he was going to fix this, see whether he's been able to fix it. So that tomorrow, at least there's a yardstick for you to measure his performance. So I think, personally, just as most Ghanaians, the president's presentation was very apt, and then he was straight to the point and was also very, gave us the strongest assurance of his commitment to fix the challenges that confront this country.